The wind howled through the narrow alley, carrying the sounds of struggle. Something urgent was happening. Someone was in danger, and every second counted. Imagine being the only one who could intervene, the only person with the skill and courage to make a difference. That's where our story begins. In the shadows, a figure moves with precision, eyes scanning for the faintest hint of danger, muscles tense, ready for anything. The air is thick with uncertainty, and the path ahead is anything but clear. No one else even notices the threat. To the outside world, this moment is invisible, unremarkable. But behind the scenes, a life hangs in the balance, and only a single choice will tip the scale. Every movement matters. Every decision could change everything. The sense of urgency isn't just physical, it's mental, emotional. You feel it in the tension, in the small, deliberate steps taken in silence. Now, imagine what it takes to act in a moment like this. The danger isn't just about skill. It's about awareness, judgment, and the courage to confront what others avoid. And yet, there's something more. Hidden in plain sight is a secret long forgotten, a knowledge that hasn't been seen in decades. It isn't just about fighting. It's about unlocking a path that few even know exists. The air is electric with potential, and the stakes feel heavier than ever. You start to wonder, what is this secret? Why has it remained hidden? And who is the one guarding it so fiercely? Every sound in the alley, every shadow along the walls, hints at answers, but none are revealed just yet. The tension grows, pulling you closer, making you lean forward in your seat. You're not just watching, you're feeling it. The uncertainty, the danger, the anticipation, it all draws you in, making you question what you would do in a moment like this. And then there's the figure, calm, precise, determined, moving toward the unknown. Someone must act. Someone must take responsibility. And in doing so, they will discover something extraordinary, something that has been lost to time. A secret, a technique, a mastery that could change everything. By now, you're hooked. You need to see what happens next. Who will be saved? What will be revealed? And how far will the hero go to unlock the lost knowledge that has been waiting unseen for decades? The alleyway stretched longer than it seemed, shadows folding over each other like whispers in the night. Every step felt heavier than the last, each echo a reminder that danger could strike at any moment. The hero moves deliberately, muscles coiled, senses alert. There's no hesitation here. Hesitation could cost lives. You feel the tension yourself, almost as if the air has thickened, pressing in from all sides. Up ahead, a flicker of light glints off something metallic, hidden behind a stack of crates. The figure freezes, eyes narrowing, reading the scene in an instant. This isn't just a fight, it's a puzzle, a test of perception and patience. Who is there? Who is hiding? And why has this secret been guarded for so long? Questions race in your mind, mirroring the uncertainty in the scene. You lean closer, imagining the stakes. Every heartbeat counts. Every second could tip the balance. Suddenly, a faint sound, the scrape of a foot, a whisper of movement, alerts the hero. Instantly, the calm precision becomes urgency. There's someone in peril, someone the world has forgotten, and the hero is the only one capable of stepping in. You feel the weight of that responsibility, the invisible pull that makes you empathize with the choices being made. The danger is not just physical, it's emotional. Every decision carries consequences, and every small action ripples through the story. The alley twists again, and now, the hidden figure becomes clearer. Not just hidden, but protected, almost untouchable, as if the very air around them is a shield. This is no ordinary rescue. This is the unlocking of something long lost, something few have seen and even fewer understand. Your curiosity spikes. You wonder, along with the hero, what secrets this figure holds. You're pulled deeper into the narrative because the answers are tantalizingly close but still out of reach. The hero approaches cautiously, but determination is visible in every movement. They are aware that missteps could mean failure, but the drive to save this hidden master outweighs fear. And with that drive comes discovery. Every guarded step, every careful assessment of the surroundings hints at a skill set that transcends ordinary understanding. A lost martial art, hidden from the world until this moment. You sense it building. A revelation is coming, something that will shift the stakes entirely. Suddenly, the tension intensifies. From another shadow, a subtle sound, perhaps a warning, perhaps a trap, reminds you that nothing here is simple. The hero must anticipate, react, and adapt, all while maintaining focus on the ultimate goal, rescuing the hidden master. You feel the suspense tightening in your chest because the outcome is uncertain, but you trust the skill, judgment, and calm intensity of the hero. Then a small breakthrough. A concealed path reveals itself, a subtle clue that guides the hero closer. The hidden master is near, but the journey is not over. Every heartbeat, every breath, every measured step matters. And as you watch, you realize this is more than a rescue. It's a moment of connection between skill, courage, and ancient knowledge that has been waiting to be discovered. You are no longer just an observer. Emotionally, you are tied to every move, every pause, every tension-filled glance. The stakes are personal because the story has framed the conflict in a way that matters to you. And just as the hero reaches the final barrier, the suspense peaks. What will happen next? Will the rescue succeed? What ancient skill lies just beyond reach, waiting to be unlocked? By now, your curiosity is fully engaged. You're leaning forward, mentally racing with the hero. You are compelled to keep watching, not just for the action, but for the discovery, the unlocking of a lost martial art, the unveiling of a secret that has been hidden for decades, and the emotional payoff of the hidden master being found. Every moment builds toward that revelation, keeping you on the edge, invested, and eager to continue. The narrow path twists again, shadows shifting as if alive. Every step now carries weight, not just for the hero, but for the hidden master they are about to rescue. You can feel the tension creeping in. It's subtle, but undeniable. The world outside seems distant, almost irrelevant, as the immediate stakes dominate every moment. The hero's focus is total, eyes scanning, body coiled, mind calculating possibilities that no one else even considers. From the corner of the alley, a sudden movement catches attention. Not a threat, yet, but a signal that the hidden master is closer than anyone imagined. The hero pauses, breath measured, listening. You, as the viewer, are drawn into that stillness, sharing the anticipation. There's a rhythm here, a silent beat that signals something monumental is about to happen. Every sound, every shadow, every flicker of motion feels important because in this moment, it is. The tension grows as obstacles begin to appear. Not overtly violent, but subtle. A falling crate, a half-hidden staircase, a flickering light that could reveal a trap. You feel the suspense, almost as if you could trip over the obstacles yourself. The hero navigates carefully, aware that the smallest misstep could jeopardize the rescue. It's not just a physical challenge, it's a mental one. Anticipation mounts as the hero interprets every detail, adjusting their approach with quiet precision. You can't help but lean in mentally, racing alongside them, thinking, what would I do here? Suddenly, there's a sound behind, faint but sharp, a whisper of someone approaching. The hero's muscles tense instinctively. Not a fight yet, but enough to accelerate your heartbeat. The stakes are now twofold, reaching the hidden master and navigating the unseen presence. You, the viewer, are emotionally engaged, caught between relief at nearing the goal and anxiety over the potential setback. That push and pull keeps attention sharp. Then comes the first glimpse of the hidden master. Not fully revealed, just a silhouette behind a partially drawn curtain of shadows. You feel the significance immediately. This isn't a casual meeting. It's a revelation that has been decades in the making. The hero approaches slowly, every motion deliberate. You feel the weight of the moment, the anticipation of discovery, the tension of uncertainty, the emotional pull of connection. The hero speaks softly, words measured and intentional. Not commands, not threats, just careful, empathetic communication. You sense the respect, the alignment of purpose. The hidden master responds, hesitant, guarded, yet a flicker of recognition passes between them. This is not only a physical rescue, but a bridge being built through trust and understanding. You're drawn into the psychological rhythm, watching, waiting, feeling the delicate balance. Then the environment shifts subtly. Perhaps with a slight sound in the distance, a hint of movement, a change in lighting, whatever it is, it signals that the journey is not over. The hero and the hidden master are close, but there's another layer to overcome, a final test of patience, skill, and mental focus. You feel the suspense building again, as the soft cliffhanger pushes your attention forward. And here's where curiosity peaks. You realize there's more than a rescue at stake. The hidden master carries knowledge, a mastery long lost to the world. Unlocking it could change everything. You can feel the tension spike in your chest because the reveal hasn't happened yet, but the promise of it hangs in the air. Every movement, every glance, every careful step is now infused with dual stakes, saving a life and uncovering a secret centuries in the making. By the end of this section, you're fully invested. Mentally, you're with the hero. Emotionally, you're tied to the master. And your anticipation is locked in because the next step promises both revelation and resolution. You want to see it, you need to see it, and the story has positioned you perfectly for what comes next. The suspense, curiosity, and emotional alignment are all at their peak, ensuring you stay glued to the narrative, waiting for the moment the hidden mastery is revealed. The air feels heavier now, almost charged, as if the alley itself is holding its breath. Every step taken by the hero seems amplified, echoing in a silence that stretches longer than it should. The hidden master is close, yet the path is still uncertain. You can feel the tension in your own chest, the anticipation, the need to see what will happen next. This is no ordinary rescue. The stakes are not just life and death. They're about uncovering something that has been lost to time. The hero pauses, scanning the environment with an intensity that makes every shadow significant. Every flicker of movement, every subtle shift in the dim light could be a clue or a trap. The tension is not superficial, it's layered. You feel it because the narrative is constructed to pull you into this mental space, where danger and discovery exist side by side. Each cautious step amplifies your curiosity, making you mentally replay every movement, every possibility. Finally, a soft, almost imperceptible sound, a creak, a whisper of fabric, signals that the hidden master is aware of the hero's presence. They emerge slowly, cautiously, their form barely distinguishable in the dim light. You feel the suspense spike. This isn't a simple greeting or meeting. It's a delicate, charged moment where trust must be established before any progress can be made. Your mind races with questions. Who is this master? What knowledge do they hold? Why has it remained hidden for so long? The hero steps forward, voice calm, words measured, conveying respect and intent without force. There's a careful balance. Too much eagerness could push the master away. Too little could make the effort meaningless. You, the viewer, feel the weight of this balance. Empathy is built not through exposition, but through the subtle display of patience, courage, and respect. Each line, each pause, each gesture carries meaning. Then, an obstacle appears, a sudden sound, a shadow crossing the path, perhaps the faint movement of someone watching from afar. The hero reacts instinctively, ready to defend, yet aware that confrontation is not the goal. The tension rises, because the stakes now include not just reaching the master, but doing so without triggering alarm. You feel your pulse quicken alongside the heroes, emotionally tied to the scene without even realizing it. The hidden master steps fully into view. You sense the significance immediately. This is someone who carries centuries of hidden knowledge, a mastery forgotten by the world. The hero doesn't act hastily. Instead, There's a moment of silent understanding, an unspoken recognition that this encounter could unlock something extraordinary. You, as the audience, share in that anticipation. Your mind fills with possibilities, imagining the secret that has been safeguarded for decades. Now comes the subtle tease. The hero notices a symbol, an artifact, or a mark that hints at the lost martial art. It's not revealed outright, just enough to ignite curiosity. You're drawn in because your brain craves resolution. The story has positioned you perfectly, emotionally invested, mentally engaged, and eager for the next moment. Every heartbeat, every pause, every careful step signals that the revelation is imminent. And yet, there's one more layer of suspense. Another challenge appears, perhaps an environmental hazard, perhaps a hesitation from master. It's not danger for danger's sake, but a narrative device to heighten anticipation. You feel your attention sharpen. You want to see what happens next, not just for the hero's sake, but because the story has framed the hidden mastery as something meaningful and rare. By the end of this section, you are fully primed. You understand that the next steps will not only complete the rescue, but also offer a glimpse into the lost martial arts. Your curiosity and emotional investment are maximized, ensuring retention. You are ready, waiting, and leaning forward, anticipating the moment of revelation that Part 5 will deliver. The hero stands just a few steps from the hidden master now, every muscle taut, every sense heightened. The alleyway, once a maze of shadows and uncertainty, seems to pause around them, as if time itself is holding its breath. You can feel it, too, a quiet anticipation that pulls you forward, urging you to watch closely, to notice every detail. This is the moment that promises answers, yet keeps you on edge. The master's form becomes clearer, each movement deliberate, measured, and filled with an aura of restrained power. You sense the depth of experience in their posture, the quiet authority in their gaze. This is no ordinary encounter. This is a meeting that has been decades in the making. The hero steps carefully, respect evident in every movement, understanding that the mastery before them is not something to seize hastily, but to earn through patience and alignment of intent. You feel the weight of that respect, the gravity of the situation, and it makes you lean in, emotionally tied to every step. A small artifact catches the hero's eye, a scroll, a symbol, or a piece of armor, something that hints at a secret long hidden from the world. It is not revealed outright, but the suggestion is enough to spike your curiosity. You can feel the anticipation rising. What is this secret? What does it hold? How will it change everything? The narrative places you alongside the hero, sharing in the moment of discovery without giving you the answers yet. Your mind fills with possibilities, and you are invested, eager for the revelation. The hidden master speaks, softly, measured, but with a weight that commands attention. Their words are few, yet each carries layers of meaning. They test the hero subtly, gauging intent, assessing character. You sense the tension, the unspoken challenge, and it makes the hero's next actions feel monumental. Every movement, every glance, every slight hesitation is laden with significance. You are mentally and emotionally hooked because the stakes are no longer just physical. They are moral and intellectual, tied to judgment, respect, and trust. The hero responds, not with force, but with careful demonstration of skill, awareness, and empathy. The master observes, testing, evaluating, and slowly, almost imperceptibly, the barriers begin to lift. You feel it in your own chest, the slow release of tension, the thrill of the approaching revelation. The lost martial art is not yet shown, but the promise of it hangs in the air, electrifying the scene. Your mind races with anticipation. The secret is near, and you are eager to witness its unveiling. Suddenly, a subtle environmental cue, the sound of shifting stones, a flicker of light, a slight breeze, signals that the master has acknowledged the hero's presence and intent. You, as the audience, experience a pulse of excitement. The suspense is still high, but now it is coupled with hope, curiosity, and emotional satisfaction. The narrative has created a perfect balance of tension and anticipation, keeping your focus entirely on the unfolding moment. The master finally moves, stepping closer, revealing just a glimpse of the lost martial arts technique. A stance, a motion, a subtle display of control and power. You feel the impact without seeing the full technique yet. The story has built the reveal carefully, giving enough to satisfy curiosity but holding back the full payoff, keeping viewers engaged and eager to continue. This is a delicate psychological hook designed to lock attention while signaling that the true revelation is imminent. By the end of this section, the emotional and mental stakes are at their peak. You are fully aligned with the hero, invested in the master, and craving the knowledge that will follow. The rescue has succeeded in part, but the true journey, unlocking the lost martial arts, is just beginning. Your anticipation, empathy, and curiosity are all maximized, priming you for Part 6, where secrets will deepen, challenges will rise, and the ultimate mastery will start to take shape before your eyes. The shadows in the alley stretch longer, yet the air feels lighter now, as if the presence of the hidden master has shifted the energy. The hero steps closer, eyes fixed on subtle movements, a stance, a flick of the wrist, a rhythm and breathing that signals mastery beyond comprehension. You can feel the tension and wonder building inside yourself, mirroring the hero's anticipation. This is the moment where curiosity transforms into insight, where the secret long hidden begins to surface. The master demonstrates a small but precise motion, a defensive stance that seems simple at first, yet contains layers of intention. Each movement is deliberate, measured, and controlled. You sense immediately that this is no ordinary skill. It is a philosophy in motion, a system refined over decades, perhaps centuries. The hero watches intently, mirroring the motion carefully, learning not just the technique, but the rhythm, the intention, the timing. You, the audience, are drawn in mentally, trying to anticipate the next movement, to feel the flow of power that is being revealed without fully seeing it. The air grows tense again as a sudden environmental shift occurs. A gust of wind, a shifting shadow, an unexpected sound. The hero instinctively reacts, blending what they already know with the subtle guidance of the master. Every step, every motion, every glance is now a blend of danger, precision, and discovery. You feel the suspense rise because the stakes have evolved. It is no longer only about rescuing the master, but also about absorbing knowledge that could change everything. The master introduces a second element, a subtle combination of movement and timing, almost like a language in itself. The hero mirrors it, sometimes faltering slightly, but persisting. You feel the hero's struggle, the mental engagement, the need to internalize knowledge that is foreign yet vital. And in that struggle, you empathize, imagining the challenge of learning a lost art, feeling both the frustration and the thrill of each small success. The story pulls you into the rhythm of learning, making you mentally participate in the process. A minor obstacle emerges, a sudden noise, a shifting piece of the environment. The hero responds instinctively, integrating the newly learned skill in real time. This is a pivotal moment. Theory meets application, and a lost art begins to reveal its practical power. You feel the exhilaration, the pulse of suspense, because this is where anticipation meets payoff. It's a careful balance, not full disclosure, but enough to reward attention and deepen curiosity. The master steps back, allowing the hero space to act independently. You sense a shift in the emotional tone. The student is now being tested. The hidden mastery begins to take shape in their own actions. Every measured motion carries weight, and every slight misstep or adjustment matters. You are not just watching. You are emotionally invested, imagining yourself in the hero's shoes, feeling the stakes, the tension, and the intellectual challenge of mastering something lost to time. By the end of this section, the hero has begun to internalize the lessons, demonstrating small glimpses of the lost martial arts while the full mastery remains just out of reach. The narrative leaves you on edge, anticipation peaked, curiosity insatiable, and engagement maximized. You are ready for Part 7, where the ultimate mastery will be revealed, challenges will collide, and the emotional and intellectual payoff will reach its peak. The alley is silent now, but the air vibrates with the weight of what is about to unfold. The hero stands before the hidden master, fully focused, every sense sharp, every breath measured. You can feel it too, the culmination of suspense, curiosity, and emotional investment built across the previous parts. The stakes are clear. This is not just about skill, but about wisdom, trust, and the unlocking of something long hidden. The master moves first, fluidly, demonstrating a combination of techniques that flow seamlessly, almost like water over stones. Each motion carries centuries of refinement, and you can sense the depth behind every gesture. The hero mirrors it carefully, then adapts, integrating instinct with instruction. You, the audience, are drawn into the rhythm, mentally mapping the steps, imagining the power, the precision, the control. The lost martial arts are no longer a tease. They're beginning to take shape in motion, in understanding, in revelation. A sudden challenge arises, a small but unpredictable disturbance in the environment. The hero reacts instantly, blending learned skill with intuition, demonstrating that the teachings are not just forms but a living, adaptive system. You feel your pulse quicken because the narrative frames this as both a test and a demonstration. Success is not guaranteed, and every movement now carries consequence. Your engagement spikes as you lean in, wanting to see if the hero can fully embody the mastery. The hidden master steps back, observing silently, allowing the hero to take initiative. The hero's motions become more confident, more precise, more controlled. Each step, each stance, each subtle shift shows growth. The lost martial arts are no longer theoretical. They are alive in action. You feel the satisfaction of witnessing this progression, the emotional payoff of long-awaited discovery combined with tangible skill. The tension eases slightly, replaced by awe, admiration, and emotional resonance. Then comes the pivotal moment, a fully executed combination of techniques that embodies the essence of the lost martial arts. The hero moves with clarity, intention, and power, demonstrating understanding, adaptability, and mastery in a single fluid display. You, the viewer, experience a surge of anticipation and satisfaction because the payoff promised across the previous parts has arrived. The long build-up, the incremental reveals, and the emotional investment all converge in this moment. The master nods, a subtle acknowledgement, signaling completion and recognition. The hero bows, not out of obligation, but from respect and understanding. This is not a spectacle for entertainment alone. It is a narrative of growth, trust, and achievement. You feel emotionally aligned with the hero's journey, mentally satisfied by the reveal, and compelled to reflect on the significance of what has been unlocked. Even as the immediate tension resolves, subtle cues hint at further possibilities. Perhaps the environment shifts, or a shadow lingers in the corner, enough to suggest that the story could continue, that mastery is ongoing, and that the lessons of the lost martial arts are not finite. You remain engaged, not through suspense alone, but through curiosity about how the hero will apply this newfound knowledge and what challenges may come next. By the end of this final section, the hero has completed the rescue, earned the trust of the hidden master, and begun to internalize the lost martial arts. Emotional arcs reach their peak. Awe, relief, admiration, and curiosity all converge. Mental engagement is maximized through subtle demonstration of skill, incremental reveals, and thoughtful pacing. You feel the narrative's resolution while leaving just enough open-ended intrigue to maintain interest beyond the video.